Eudora Welty describes Shivers herself as richly endowed and sure of her way. USA Today dubs the novel the best first novel of the year. Hollywood soon comes calling. The film version of the novel, Summer Heat, is shot on location in North Carolina. The movie premieres right here in Augusta at the Imperial Theater. The plot explores a romantic triangle and a story as ancient as the Greeks. Helen, Menelaus, Paris, you remember. And as the story is as contemporary as tomorrow's news. 20-year-old Roxy, wife of young Aaron Walston, dark-haired, firmly grounded young tobacco farmer, falls romantically with a new guy, the funeral home worker for her father, undertaker, the red-haired, jagged-faced, fidgeting Jack Ruffin. The stark prose, the evocative psychological turns, the exploration of love, death, life, being caught somewhere in between, all these things are explored in the novel. The novel, exclaims the New York Times reviewer, sets us on fire. Shivers' second novel, published in 1993 by Longstreet, won critical acclaim too. Written with support from a National Endowment for the Arts Award, the novel, entitled A Whistling Woman, earned Shivers the title of Georgia Author of the Year. The reviewer for Book List likens Shivers' style to the grittiness of Erskine Caldwell and the subtlety of Eudora Welty. Set on a rundown North Carolina plantation after the Civil War, the story involves an illicit romantic interlude, an illegitimate child, and a secret kept by Janie Weeks in an effort to protect the reputation of her daughter, Georgiana. Eastern North Carolina is Shivers' country. Born in Stanstonsburg, where she and her brother still keep a house, she actually grew up as one of 10 children in Wilson, North Carolina. Shivers' most recent work, My Shining Hour, subtitled A Novelist's Memoir of World War II, was just published last year. In the novel, she takes us on a journey through the eyes of a 15-year-old, 16-year-old girl, Louise. And we gain insight into the makings of the writer. There's the first-person narrator, the point of view that Shivers uses in both her novels. Louise, the girl child of the memoir, has the keen senses of a writer in training. She makes the reader taste that stew beef and sweet potatoes, smell the tobacco in the air, see her handsome, long-legged daddy, and hear gracious plenty of talk. Shivers' penchant for research is evident too, as she steams open her mother's letters to find out what's really going on with this war that has her brothers all across the world, deployed across the world. Louise Shivers provides an exemplary example of a writer nurturing her craft. The foreground leading to that first novel included our own Sandhills Writers Conference, where she met author Mary Gordon. Gordon would several years later facilitate the connection with Random House. The foreground entailed 2 years of working with the top Random House editor. It involved weekly meetings with her authors group, the Six. Independent study went on with other writers. Reading, and more reading honed her skills and developed her knowledge. The celebratory events that accompanied and follow the 20th anniversary of the publication of Here to Get My Baby Out of Jail, tell us that the novel will pass the test of time. It's masterful. It has now been adapted for stage, reissued, and included in an anthology. Louise Shivers has given generously of her time and talents, sharing widely her expertise with students. Augusta State University, now Georgia Regents University Augusta, has benefited most. She established a scholarship for creative writers in honor of her father, Wolfgang Chingelman. She allowed her bright accomplishments to shine on this university by wearing the title Writer in Residence with such grace. I can think of no one more deserving of the title of Summerville Distinguished Writer. I hope you'll join me in applauding Louise Shivers